So all started in 5th grade when my friend found out about Math Playground, which was pretty cool compared to having nothing before. It had some good games like Drift Boss, Trench Run, and Winding Road, which was the same as Drift Boss, but it was more 3D and you could skip parts of the road. And then we also started using Scratch, so then people started making their own games. I remember this one kid made a game where you were in Among Us and you had to reach the button to eject the imposter. But we played games on the site too. My favorite game was Geometry Dash Scratch Edition. I played it pretty much the whole time in class without getting caught somehow. Now it's 6th grade. We've made a whole lot of advancements. Now we know about itch.io, which has a whole bunch of indie games, unfortunately not including the big ones like Undertale and Hollow Knight, but it had Friday Night Funkin' and Polytrack, which was the most popular among the kids in my school. There was also a lot of horror games that we could play on it, so that was pretty cool. We also found unblocked game 76, and the first time one of our game sites got blocked. Yes, unblocked games got blocked. At first, the school just blocked searching the word unblocked on Google, so I just searched unblow games, and it worked for about a week. After that, the school actually blocked the site, and every single site that started with unblocked. But we had cool math games at the time as well, so then everyone just started using that. Everyone used it to play mostly 4 games. Snake, same as the Nokia version but easier. Tiny Fishing, Slice Master, and Run 3. Not only was the site's name Cool Math Games, but it actually had educational games, so that made it a lot harder for the school to block it. But they did, and I was mad. I had tredicillions of dollars in Tiny Fishing, and it was all gone. Now it's 7th grade. At first, other than the itch.io games, we had nothing. So all we could play was Polytrack. Then the Pizza Edition website was discovered. It had FNAF 1, 2, 3, and 4, including more games like Retro Bowl, Super Mario Bros., and more. Only a small group, including me, actually knew about it. And we kept it, which means we don't tell anyone about the site because we learned our lesson with cool math games. But the word about the site actually came out, and it unsurprisingly got blocked. But after that, so many game sites were found, but some people had none. So that made people resort to stealing lists of game sites, which were massive. And a lot of the links didn't work, but the majority of them did. So people would steal multiple of these docs and make 1 gigadoc of games that was like 10 pages long, pure of game links. But people knew that they stole them, and they retaliated by stealing the thief stock. But then the golden age of games at school happened. People found out about proxies. Interstellar was the first one to be discovered, and it's still the best one that we have. If you don't know what a proxy is, it is, to put it short, a server you can connect to that you can browse the internet freely on, including on game sites. That means all game sites that have been blocked can be accessed, so that means the only problem is if the proxy gets blocked. Which really isn't a problem for people that have Discord, because Interstellar has a Discord server with a bot that can generate many links per minute, and it only gets better. My friend made his own game site that not only has games, but proxies, movies, and emulators. So I can watch the FNAF movie at school and also play Super Mario 64. Now, all that's left is the future. My predictions are loading games from USB drives and cloud gaming. Tell me what your predictions are in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Wait, also, there's a link to the site in the description that my friend made, so make sure to check that out.